So, Amy, you directed Wine Country. That was with your closest SNL friends outside of yours truly. But I'm wondering what the experience was like working with this young, talented cast, as I'll show it again, and your old friends.
Oh, look at those cuties. Well, I really, really had great experiences on both. I think with Wine Country, it was a little more sisterly. And I would guess maybe in this film in Moxie, I perhaps was a little bit more maternal. But I don't know. I mean, Moxie isn't. It's more dramatic, and it kind of deals with some deeper issues. So there was a lot of sensitive subject matter and very thoughtful preparation and discussions from the cast. And in Wine Country, I don't think anyone even read the script.
Now, did they admit to you, or would it be over the course of the day, it would slowly dawn on you that none of them had read the script?
Realize, an actress would come up and go, "Oh, so we're supposed to be friends?"
Speaking of working with friends, you and Tina are hosting the Golden Globes. How's prep for the Globes going?
So good, Seth. The prep is going so good. We just have a few final questions, which is when, how, why, where, and what.
Great.
That's all we need to find out. But we're going to figure it out.
I think it will be a tonic for all of us to see the two of you in whatever arena it ends up being. I'm looking forward to it. I know you use time like this, where a lot of people are watching television because you can't go out as much, to catch up on the latest in television, the most groundbreaking, the TV, the films of today. What have you been watching the most?
Well, I've been watching this amazing new show. I cannot recommend it highly enough, which is ER. And I've been watching it from top to bottom. This is my third time through in my lifetime, but this is and I can't stop watching ER. So now I'm into like the wiki fandom of all the characters, and I'm spending all my time just Googling like, what happened to the surgeon in season 1? Like, why did William Macy not stay on ER? And was Eric LaSalle and Noah Wiley actual friends? Like, I'm just so deep. And Seth, people like to talk about the cool things that are on Netflix or on HBO, and that's great, but Dr. Carter's journey is so good. And at one point he's saving people in the Congo. This show is so good. So
I'm glad you're giving Noah Wiley his credit, because Clooney, obviously, Doug Ross was everything.
Clooney's the obvious reason why you go for Clooney, you stay for Noah Wiley.
Has Clooney's performance held up for you?
I did have a moment recently in, I don't know what month it was, where I realized I was maybe too lonely and had been quarantining too hard, because it was the middle of the day and I was in my pajamas and I was watching, rewatching season 3, episode 10, where Clooney saves a kid that's stuck in a water pipe and he lifts him up out of the water, and I stood up and pointed at the TV and I said, and that's when he became a star. No one was home.
You weren't wrong.
No, that was it. But, I'm at a point now, Seth, where, look, we're very lucky. We have fancy friends sometimes. I know you have a lot of fancy friends, and you are my fancy friend. But I have a friend who kind of, who knows Juliana Margulies. And I texted him and I was like, I'm just trying to set some intentions for things so that I can look forward to doing things once this lockdown is over. Is there any way, maybe in the summer or in the fall, when things get less stressful and scary, that I could meet Juliana Margulies at a restaurant and ask her a list of questions I have about Nurse Carol Hathaway, her character that she played on ER 20 years ago? And the friend was like, I'll ask her. So I just want her to know that I have a hard 50 questions ready for her.
I'm gonna make sure the next time she's here, I lock down that date for you.
That would be amazing. Do you have you watched ER? Because you're acting like you haven't.
Amy, they weren't lying when they called it must-see TV.
100%. When I was shooting Wet Hot American Summer, a little gem that we shot like 1999, before there were cell phones, folks, they used to have these like TVs that you could wear around your neck. And it was the episode when Carol Hathaway, when Juliana Margulies went back to Clooney, and somebody was watching it on the TV, running around crying like, she went back to Clooney. I mean, those were the days.
I recently watched just her last episode. Is that the one you're talking about where you see Clooney at the waterside?
Yes, where she flies to Seattle. She's like, I have twins. What am I doing? I can't. I mean, I love Lukash, but he's not for me. He's gonna find somebody else.
Preaching to the choir. Well, I feel like we've done a good job plugging a lot of mid to late 90s work that took place in Chicago. ER, The Matrix, and Amy Poehler.
When you think of me, you think of like, what's next? What's
the next big thing? I want to finish by saying thank you for being here, and also that the third season of Making It, I love you, Amy, premieres later this year on NBC, and Amy's film Moxie.
Bye. I'll see you at home.
Releases on Netflix March 3rd.